Hello, beloved. How are you? It's Elon Bomani, and welcome to the Holy Yogi, where we help you find the guru inside of you or the yogi inside of you. Hey, listen, if no one has told you today that they love you, let me be the first to let you know that you're absolutely gorgeous, you're absolutely handsome, and I'm going to give you some cyber hugs to start your day off right. Well, today what we're going to talk about are the 7 natural highs that are available to you on a daily basis that truly is priceless and beats those cheap highs by a mile. A lot of times, the reason why people resort to marijuana and also resort to alcohol and other recreational drugs is because of the fact that they have a difficulty finding the peace in their lives and the happiness in their lives, and they think that they got to find it outside of themselves. That's why they used to call, alcohol spirits. Yeah, get those spirits flowing. And let me be the first to tell you that I had in my days, I definitely indulged in recreational highs to get that peace, to deal with the stresses of the days and the alcohol and the beers and the partying and all that wonderful stuff. And I even had my share of cocaine, so I know what those highs are like, and more importantly, I know real simple how you can come down. Once you get up, you gotta come down. And to be very honest with you, I got kind of tired of getting that euphoric high and then coming down and realizing, guess what, I still haven't solved my problem. My problem still had to be solved. And I realized after doing it over and over and over again, they say the easy way to insanity and crazy is to keep on doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. So on my last high, for my last puff, and I came down and I realized, I got to stop doing this. I got to get down to the fact of really dealing with the core issues that were going on in my life so I can be high 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And ladies and gentlemen, let me be the first to tell you, I am high on life. And like I told you, I know there's other highs, and I tell you, it beats it by a mile. It's cheap, it's priceless, and guess what? It's legal. I don't have to worry about getting arrested for enjoying my life and living it large. And so I want to share with you how I'm able to tap into those highs on a daily basis and how you can tap into them too. And like I said, they're absolutely for free. So let's talk about the first high that can get you to the next level in life and make you feel absolutely good. One of the high, you heard it before, runner's high. That when you run to a certain level, to a certain distance, and the like, you get those endorphins, those good hormones inside the brain start to kick in, and you go into the zone, and you're just running and you're enjoying it. And when you do that, those good endorphins start to make you feel good inside. And God is really gracious and really good because it gives you those good endorphins, particularly so you can deal with the pain and the agony to get through that run. And so on a daily basis, if you decide to run maybe 3 or 4 times a week, you can get that wonderful runner's high for maybe about 30 minutes to about an hour. And you're feeling good all over, and it'll help build up the immune system and heal a lot of diseases. I remember reading about a gentleman who had acquired AIDS something like 25 years ago. And basically one of the ways that he helped heal himself and cure himself of AIDS was running, long distance running. And he's still here now, peachy keen and enjoying life. So the first thing you want to do is get those runner's highs through exercising and getting up to optimum conditioning for your body. The second high is, believe it or not, I found it out by ODing on wheatgrass juice. No, I really didn't OD on wheatgrass juice. I just had me about an ounce or 2 ounces of wheatgrass juice. Sometimes I chase it down with some ginger juice. And immediately all those wonderful B vitamins kick into that brain, and poof, woo, I was like, wow, I felt like I had a little ganja there. Peace, man, peace. And in a nutshell, that was another high that you can get by really feeding that brain of all those wonderful B vitamins. You may also have heard of like B12 shots. have been very good for people, that they get a burst of energy and they start really feeling, invigorated and alive. And so from eating that wonderful green grass, the other grass, you can feel absolutely phenomenal. The third high that you can get, you may like that, is when we have an orgasm for a wonderful, sacred, sexual union with someone that we really, really, truly love. I'm not talking about that cheap one-night stand, type of experience. I'm talking about when you're joining forces with somebody that you love and absolutely adore. Well, some men may disagree with me, because when they have that orgasm, they experience heaven here on earth. And that's why I believe that God has graciously given us, because you go through that bliss, that wonderful feeling. But it feels so much more invigorating, so much more of a high when you're with somebody that you love and that loves you, and you reach that pinnacle of ecstasy right here on earth. If you imagine, they had a drug called ecstasy too. Well, that's how you can get it naturally. And once again, it's going to kick in those good hormones and build up that immune system and heal whatever ails you. Being a naturopathic doctor, one of the key things I tell people, if it's cancer, AIDS, high blood pressure, even the common cold, well, have a wonderful rendezvous and you will start to feel a whole lot better, mind, body, and also spirit. They say sexuality is your connection to spiritual enlightenment, and that orgasm gives you a little glimpse of heaven. The fourth one I mentioned to you is that one of the things that I did when I would go on a fast, I can remember going on a fast for 21 days, even doing a 40-day fast, 40 days, 40 nights, as they told you in the Bible. And it helps you reach a state of enlightenment, a state of bliss and peace and happiness and joy. And I can remember when I did a 40-day fast that, I really felt as though I was connecting with sky. The sky was bluer. The clouds were whiter. The sun was brighter. It was just so beautiful. And I felt totally at peace and totally at one, because I got rid of all those toxins inside of the mind, the body, and spirit. And it was just me and the universe connecting and enjoying life. So that's another way fasting will help with that. Meditation helps with that. I always say that they say that a medicine is medicine for the body, and meditation is medicine for the mind. And when you relax that mind, and when you become calm, and when you're meditating for an hour, and I've even I remember when I was, on my mission to reach spiritual enlightenment, I found out that all the gurus would meditate for like 4 hours. And I can remember doing that when I was trying to heal myself of cancer. And I would meditate, and when you get up to that high vibrational frequency, and when you feel as though you're connecting, with God, via the third eye. And I can remember just sitting there feeling totally at peace, feeling totally disconnected from the body or from the human nature of it all, and feeling at one in total bliss with the divine forces, like you reach that avatar state. Even feeling like coming out of my body and even floating, in the air and connecting with that divine essence. And you talk about, oh my goodness, you're seeing the colors. I can remember seeing blue, and I saw red, and I saw yellow, and I saw green, and I saw purple. Yeah, psychedelic drugs, remember those? Well, ladies and gentlemen, you have all of those wonderful drugs, inside your body with those wonderful hormones that you can connect with completely naturally. So that's another one. Number 4 is meditation. Number 5 is getting out with nature. See that? See the wonderful, listen to the wonderful fountain that's flowing, and being around the birds, the bees, the flowers, the trees, and even better, going to the ocean and watching the waves, cascading on, and looking out into the far distance, of the sea, and seeing that round circle, knowing that it's never ending in infinity. And that's when you're connected with God, because you see the essence of God in the mountains, in the leaves, in the trees, in the grass, in the land, in the dirt, and all of your animal friends too. And when you feel that divine connection, you feel closer to God, and then that's where peace and bliss can be manifested. Number 6, what we're going to talk about as far as number 6 is real simple. One of the key ways that I was able to really, connect with that natural high is to do your divine purpose. When I'm singing, I got a little voice on me. When I'm singing on stage and I'm connecting, I'm going out there with the Most High. And that's where you're co-creating with God, bringing all your wonderful talents and music, and you're writing and singing, and then you're dancing. So everybody's got a gift. When I'm on stage empowering people and inspiring people, I go into the zone, as they say, So if it's like a sport that you can do, remember Michael Jordan, he would go into the zone and everything he hit would turn to absolutely gold. Everybody has those moments. Everybody has that place where they're in that natural high, where they are connecting with the omnipotent force, and everything is all good, because everything is all God. So that's why it's so important that you find out what you love to do. Find out what your gift to the world is. And when you connect and tap into that source, nothing fails. Everything is in the winning mode, and you're feeling good because you're doing what you were ordained to do. You're sharing with the world what you were supposed to share, because that's all we're here to do. All we're here to do is give, 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 give. And you will know that you will God. The last thing, the number seven is the action of gratitude. When you wake up, to be thankful of knowing that you're connected with everything that's on this earth, that everything is available to you, and that you're one and in alignment with all things and all good, and that you see the divine essence and divine spirit in each and every human being or situation and circumstances that is available to you. So I highly encourage you to be thankful. I'm so thankful that I can walk, I can talk, I can see, I can smell, I can dance, I can sing, I can love. I'm here, and I know that God and I, we got this thing. We're really connecting. And through that, if we're saying we're thankful, what are we doing? We're praying. And in prayer, that's when you feel the omnipotent force. That's when you feel the God essence. And immediately that sends a happy, face, upon you, a smile, and sends once again all those wonderful good endorphins start to awaken, knowing that you're not alone, that you're one in alignment with God. It can't get any better than that. When you know you have God on your side, the universe on your side, that divine essence, that divine force on your side, who can be against you? Because it's all good. It is all God. You're in a place of bliss, happiness, joy, and absolute peace. And that's what I want to wish you. Get those 7 natural highs, tap into them on a daily basis. See the good that's in the world today, and you'll never have to take the fake stuff, and you never have to worry about coming down. You can be happy and at peace all the time because you choose to. You choose to be happy, you will be happy. It's not the pursuit of happiness. You'll never find happiness inside of you. You know that you're it. You know that you're the God goddess that you're looking for, and it is all good. You're empowered, and you're in control of your destiny. But that's the 7 natural highs. Now go get them, and just tap the power inside of you, and they're right there available to you. So I'll see you next time, beloved. Mwah. Love you. Talk to you again soon. Subscribe. If this information is inspiring you and invigorating you to be the very best you that you can possibly be. See you on the next adventure. Bye-bye now.